The laziest investing strategy in Canada has historically beaten most professional stock pickers. And on 100 grand, the gap can be about $105,000. It's called the Canadian Couch Potato Portfolio. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to set it up in under an hour. Plus the one account mistake that quietly taxes lazy investors who get everything else right. Quick confession, I spent years paying my bank 2% a year to underperform this. Today, roughly 80% of my money sits in one lazy ETF. The rest is fun money for AI stocks and gold, purely so I feel like I'm doing something. The couch potato is embarrassingly simple. Buy a low-cost index fund or two that own basically the entire world, keep adding money, and then ignore it for decades. Lying on the couch is not required, but it is encouraged. Here's why it works. And this is the part where the math flips. The average Canadian mutual fund charges around 2% a year. A broad index ETF charges as little as 0.06 to 0.25. That gap sounds tiny. It is not. Run $100,000 for 25 years at the same 6% market. The mutual fund ends around 265. The index ETF ends around 370. Same market, there's your 100 grand gap eaten by the fee. Now the menu, there are 3 flavors of lazy. Flavor 1, the classic 3 fund, VCN for Canada, XAW for the rest of the world, VAB for bonds, total fee around 0.11%. Flavor 2, the minimalist, one all equity ETF like XEQT or VEQT, plus a bond fund on the side, so you control the mix yourself. And flavor 3, the truly lazy move, and the one I actually own, a single all-in-one ETF, VGRO or XGRO for 80/20, VBL for 60/40. It rebalances itself, costs roughly 0.2 to 0.24%, one ticker, done. Buying it takes about 3 clicks in any Canadian discount brokerage. Wealthsimple, Questrade, take your pick. Click 1, search the ticker. Click 2, enter your amount. Click 3, buy. That's the whole strategy, Bice. Congratulations, you're now more diversified than a lot of people's advisors. And the real pro move, set up a recurring buy so payday money goes in automatically before you get a chance to overthink it. But here's the part that actually changed everything for me. And it's not the fees. It's what this portfolio stops you from doing. Investors who missed just the 10 best market days over a 20-year stretch have historically cut their returns roughly in half. And those best days love hiding right after the worst ones, exactly when scared money is sitting on the sidelines. It also kills cash drag. I once left about a quarter of my money waiting for the right time. Certified genius move. This setup keeps every dollar invested and automated, so nothing rots on the sidelines. Now, the mistake I promised you at the start, buying the right fund in the wrong account. The rough Canadian order. Fill your TFSA first, so the growth compounds tax-free, then your RRSP, then the FHSA if you're saving for a first home. The dollar limits change. Check the current CRA numbers before you contribute. 2 quick footnotes. If you'll need the money within about 5 years, lean more into bonds. Think VBL or VCNS. And rebalancing, once a year is plenty? Or use the all-in-one fund and genuinely never think about it again. My honest take, this isn't sexy, and it won't make you rich by Friday. But for regular Canadians, it's the approach the long-term evidence keeps backing. And setting it up takes less time than picking something to watch on Netflix tonight. So drop your setup in the comments. 1 fund, 3 funds, or still paying your bank 2%? I want to see it all. If you're picking your one ticker, my VEQT versus XEQT breakdown is the next video to watch. Subscribe for more boringly effective money moves. And hey, not financial advice, just what worked for me.